This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance or training purposes.
This call may be recorded.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi, good. Excited to be on the show.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you. Guys, this is a super, super exciting day for joining us. We have Abby and Allie from AccuAir. So they are two CSRs that are currently in our coaching program here at Power Selling Pros. And both of them are actually, so we've got 4 levels of mastery in our program. And Abby, raise your hand, Abby. Hey, she is a level 4 CSR. Awesome. That is so, so cool. I'm so happy to see that. And how's your journey been so far?
Long.
Long? I know, huh?
A lot of effort. I just got it to level 4 right before Thanksgiving, so on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
I was so excited because it was like pass off and then celebrate with the holidays. So
with all the food. Like, this is the best time, the best way to celebrate. Bring on all the food. That's fantastic. How cool. What would be your advice to someone that was just starting, like level 1?
Take lots of notes. And then I actually had a cheat sheet pinned to my desktop monitor. That way, anytime I answered the phone call, I had like the call flow and like points or tips or anything. I just had those right there. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. You've got to be, I feel like you have to be very intentional. And in level 1, you kind of show up and you can almost, not that I'm encouraging this, don't get me wrong, but you kind of like fake it till you make it through level 1. Right. But then when you get past level 1, it becomes you realize just how intentional you have to be. Like you can't, there's no more faking it at that point. Like it becomes obvious or, very clear how consistent you need to be. Right.
Oh, yeah. I feel like with consistency too, it just becomes natural. It just becomes part of your phone calls. You practice and you practice and you practice, and all of a sudden you're doing it without thinking.
Oh, I totally agree with that. Did you ever have like an aha moment where you were going and then all of a sudden you were like, oh my gosh, I just did it. I just nailed it. Like I didn't have to think about it. So I remember being in a session with one of my CSRs, and she absolutely one of my favorite CSRs I've had. And part of it is because I think of our relationship development, because she hated coaching at the beginning. Like I didn't get more pushback from any CSR than I did with her, like so much. And she was so funny. But then I remember just very distinctly a moment when she had just gotten into level 2 and we listened to one of her calls and she was like, oh my gosh, like I just did it. I'm like, yeah, you did. And she was like, I didn't even mean to. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was so funny. It was so funny. She's like, I don't know. It's just like how I am now. It's like what I do.
Yeah. I think it helps too because it's everyone here at our office. We got a really tiny office, but we're all training through Power Selling Pros. So anyone that we bring on, it's like they hear us on the phones and it's like without even thinking about it, they pick up on things that we say or words that we use or sayings, And so it's just like by the time that they're in it too, it's already second nature to them.
Totally. That is so, I'm sure that is so impactful. We've got a couple people in the chat saying hi. So I'm going to say hi really quick. I've got Taylor. Hello. Let us know where you guys are visiting from, where you're joining us from. We've got Amber as well. Hi, guys. Thank you for being here. And let's go to Allie. Miss Allie, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. So I want to actually piggyback off what Abby was just saying. So you are about to go into level 4 pass off, right? You're getting ready for that right now?
Yes.
Okay. And how are you feeling getting ready for that?
Good. Yeah. Things have been really smooth. I think like Abby was saying, so I came in after they had already started in power selling. I've had, a lot of CSR experience, over the phone experience in the past. Never like training like this or anything.
Yeah.
So coming on and hearing a lot of the things that they've said has kind of like helped me through the process, just learning the interactions on the phones and how they go through the process. They already had some of that foundation. So I just kind of picked it up and went through that more naturally, I guess, than just jumping into it with nothing.
Right, like starting with no real guidance right at the beginning. Amber, she has a comment too that I love. She says, same here. We have a new girl in our office. She's picking up on things that she hears her say. And I want to emphasize this so much because in my experience, like if you don't know this already, I mean, this is your reminder that absolutely the people around you are watching what you do. They're watching what you do, they're listening to what you do. If you talk about how much you hate things, they hear that and it starts to resonate with them. It's like it's a very conscious effort to be positive when you're around people that are negative, and vice versa. It's a conscious effort to be negative around people that are really, really positive. Like you have to try to do that, and it's not easy. So I think it's cool to hear how that has impacted your workflow, Allie, and the things that you're doing now. That's cool. That's exciting. And you guys you're right now. Is there anyone else doing? Anyone that's in any of the earlier levels than you are, Allie?
No.
So you're the last one. You're coming up on level 4. Oh my gosh, guys, that's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I didn't know how to word that question, but we got there eventually. I'm so pumped. That's exciting. Well, I'm so glad you're here. We're going to listen to some calls. And if you don't know, this is the show where we coach up customer experience calls or customer service calls, excuse me. And we've never heard these calls before. So blind reaction. We're going to see how it goes.
Let's go.
I know we tested it before to make sure they can at least hear the call. So for any reason you can't, give me like a thumbs down or something. But here we go.
How can I help you? Hi, thanks. I was calling because I had Logan out to work on our wash machine yesterday, and he tuned up our dryer, but it's squeaking right now. So can he come back and, I don't know what he needs to do to adjust it so that it stops squeaking?
For the dryer?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Actually, I'm going to pause it really early on because I have a question for you. Is this an upset customer?
I think it is an upset customer, but her tone doesn't show it's an upset customer.
Yes. So how do you know that it's an upset customer?
Because she's got a problem.
A problem that based on what she said so far, she kind of blames on us a little bit.
Yeah. She said, can you come back? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, can you kiss it him back? He was just here. Like, that's why they mentioned that. Because they're thinking, why am I having a problem when you were just out here?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means immediately we know we're about 20 seconds into this call that we're going to treat this like an angry caller. Even though they're not yelling at us, right? There's not a whole lot of aggression or any aggression, really. We're going to treat it as an angry caller, what does that mean?
You got to show a lot of sympathy and, make sure that they're taken care of and they need to feel like the priority.
Yeah, absolutely. Early on, like right away. That is our main goal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Let's see what she does. Here we go.
We would need a service ticket for that.
Okay.
Do you have, is that still in warranty?
No, but it wasn't squeaking before he tuned it up. So it was something that he did.
Yeah,
he was here for the wash machine, and then just because he was here, said he'd take a look at the dryer.
Did you pay for that?
Yeah, of course.
You paid the technician for the dryer?
Yeah.
Okay. You paid him cash or with your card?
With my card, it was $169.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
What is going on here? I know. Yikes. Yikes. Big yikes. What's going on, Amber? Okay. Well, what are we hearing? What is standing out to you guys?
I mean, when she was saying, you know, like she just started questioning the customer, like she doesn't even really know what's going on yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would have asked to like elaborate, you know, oh, I'm, you know, sorry to hear that. What's going on? You know, like start to, you know, show that care and start to get more information. Don't just start questioning the customer. Did you pay?
Did you pay?
Yeah.
What? That was so weird.
The long pause after kills me too.
Was it a check?
Absolutely. I know. Yeah. Amber says, what does it matter how she paid? That's honestly, that's a very good question. Like that is a very, very important question because a lot of times, like there's no way the CSR is asking this question for no reason.
Yeah.
Right? Like she in her mind feels like this is an important question. And if anyone listening thinks, well, maybe it is an important question. All right. But let's step outside for a second and think about what is being communicated. No matter why you think it's important to ask, what are we communicating in the process? Because to me, it sounds like I don't believe my customer. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like it sounds like if I were the customer, I'd feel like you don't believe me. You don't believe me that there's a problem. You don't believe me that I've paid, which that's wild. Like if I talked to someone that was like, did you pay though? I'd be like, yeah, I paid. Like, are you going to try and take more money from me? Like this is very uncomfortable very quickly. And so no matter why she paid, yeah, like Mandy says in the comments, it's all about the money. No matter why if she paid or not, like there's a lot that's being miscommunicated here. I'm sure the CSR had a good intention because none of us wake up and decide to call and talk to someone and be rude all day, hopefully. But that's what's being communicated. So this is a good thing to acknowledge. It's very interesting. Let's see what else. What other comments we have? What does this one say? Asking that kind of question is only going to upset the customer more. Totally. I'd be like, girl, yeah, pay.
Exactly.
You gotta read it in that voice. The way that she asked. Right. All right, we'll keep listening. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Can I use that chair?
Okay. All right. I was able to find you.
Did Logan touch it before
So
you left?
the dryer's still squeaking?
It started squeaking after he cleaned it, but it was not squeaking before at all. Now it is.
I think he's tired.
Okay.
Can call him.
Can he call us?
I can have him give you a call.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now it looks like I would be able to get him back out there. I do see that you paid for the dryer cleaning. As early as Tuesday, but I'll send him a message.
He's coming out Monday, I thought.
Well, he is coming out Monday because we have an order in for our refrigerator.
Okay.
But I was hoping he could get out before then so I could do laundry.
Or just give us a call. I think.
Or maybe could he call us and maybe we can fix it based on what he tells us to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Let me send him a message.
Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. All right, it's almost over.
Okay, I sent him a message and I scheduled the dryer with the refrigerator.
Okay.
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 Thanks.
And I sent him an email for him to give you a call.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, ladies, what did you think?
I feel like that customer was way too polite for that phone call.
She is
Right?
happy, but that was not how I would have handled that.
Oh, I totally agree with you. Very polite. More polite than I probably would have been.
Yep.
Yeah. What are some of the major missed principles here?
I think the major one is care. Just right off the bat, the homeowner doesn't feel like she even matters. You were just out here. I paid my money. The CSR just is more caring about, did you pay? Wait, hold on. Let me check on that, So it's like, I have a problem here. You were just out here. You don't believe me. There's a problem. And then she redirects. Can you have the technician call me? It's no longer, I don't want to deal with you anymore. I want an answer because I'm not getting it.
Yeah, I feel like she's listening, but not, I feel like she's not really listening to what the customer's wanting, like she kind of took some of that in, but she's not like really thinking about it and taking that into consideration. She's not reassuring her that they're going to get it taken care of, or that they're, staying behind their work, or, anything like that. Yeah, it would make me feel like I didn't pick the right company.
Yeah.
So.
Totally. Like I didn't pick the right. There's a major, and Mandy says this too in the comments. She says engagement is missing.
Yeah.
It's Ember says, let me shake her. Put me in go. Okay, that's so funny. So I totally agree with you guys. And it sounds like the main two, reassurance and care. Reassurance and care, and the fundamentals of those principles. Care is important because empathy validates worth. And just like what you were saying, Allie, and what you were saying, Abby, is that if I don't feel validated as a customer in my decision to call you, in the problem that I'm having, then I'm not going to feel validated in any solutions you give me either. Right? Like I feel like I'm not in the right place. I'm not with the right company. But when I call someone else and they tell me, are you serious? Like the technician was out there and then it stopped working. That's definitely not how things work. Like that's not how it should be. Now I feel validated and I feel like I'm in the right place with people that understand me. And exactly. I'm not going to go off looking for someone else.
Right.
I love that. Reassurance as well. Like there are some really strong de-escalation phrases. I'd love to know if you guys have any de-escalation phrases that you like to use. Give your customer, this is a great example. Excuse me. A customer comes and they say that, it was our fault for whatever reason. It was our fault. Something we did went wrong. A brand new unit. We just got the service, whatever it is. And they're upset at us. What kind of de-escalation phrases can you use? Like, what do you say other than just care? But like, how can you just make sure they feel ultra validated?
I like to normally say that they're my number one priority. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to make this right for you. You're going to be my number one priority right now. So let me see what I can do for you.
Okay, that was amazing. Two really big things. You're my priority. And thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to make this right. Yeah. Right. And so some others that kind of play along with that is like, you're right. I love that one. So simple. But how often do we say that to our customers, right? You're right. Right? That's not okay. That's absolutely not okay. You definitely did the right thing by giving us a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's so interesting. That's good. Would you have anything you'd add, Allie?
No, I mean, those are some things I use. They're like, thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. Like if it's not something that we need to work out, if they're just like letting us know something or something like that.
I love those. Those are really good.
Yeah.
All right, let's do another call.
Sweet.
Ready for another one? Let's do another one.
Yeah.
I think piggybacking off of that one too, at the very beginning, whenever we said that it was a kind of unknown upset customer, if you didn't pick up on it because of her tone, I felt like most unknown upset customers, if you don't pick up on it quick, you're going to know they're an upset customer soon. For that one, it is so unusual for her to, even say thank you at the end.
I know. And it didn't seem like a thank you. I don't feel. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm wrong. Like you guys tell me if you felt differently, but even when she said thank you, it was kind of like, okay, thank you. Bye. Like, okay, like I guess this is the best I'm gonna get.
Right.
Kind of thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to this one.
Thank you for calling. This is Tanya. How can I help you today?
Hi, Tanya. My name's Colleen. I live in. I had an emergency plumbing problem last night, and they sent over, because this is a new division, they sent over a ticket to you guys. And the girl that was on call last night said she couldn't do anything because the ticket went to the office. And I guess she was at her house, whatever. And so I'm waiting to hear from you guys this morning, and I still haven't heard anything.
When you say a ticket, do you mean like is this a new home, like a warranty?
Yes, it's a warranty ticket. Yes, it's a new home.
Okay, and when did you close on the home?
when did I close on the home? Last September.
Okay, and what city are you in? Okay, and we
By
have
Orlando.
Doesn't look like we've received anything yet, ma'am.
Okay, let's pause. Let's pause. What do you think?
Ooh. I think it's going to be another, upset customer here in a minute.
I know, right? Do you feel like it kind of the same thing we talked about? What clues did we get that she was an upset customer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you go. No, you go.
I think that the fact that you can tell she's frustrated.
Yeah.
But I called last night. It was an emergency. And
Yeah.
because something got left at the
Language.
office or however the process works, they couldn't fix it. And then now I've had to wait all evening. First thing this morning, I haven't even heard from you guys.
Right. So important. And there's no acknowledgement. Now, the best way to show someone you're listening to them is to react and find probing applicable questions, right? Questions are great, but, and that's what the CSR does. She jumps right into asking questions. Okay. And to Taylor's point, yes, I agree. We needed to have more empathy in there. It was a huge missed opportunity. But also the questions that she ends up asking, were they good questions? No. Why not?
No empathy. It doesn't acknowledge the fact that, she's having this issue.
Yeah.
I can't show you my finger. I'm like waving it like opposite. Okay. That is right. Acknowledge, I think, is the really big one. And Mandy says the same thing. She says, please acknowledge your question before you play 21 questions. Because the questions don't seem to apply at all to what she said so far on the call.
Right. I feel like those questions might be important for the CSR to look up, and get the details. But in order to ask those questions, the homeowner needs to know that she's going to be taken care of. And so I feel like if you put that care and empathy and you're my number one priority, let me look into this for you. Are you okay if I get some clarifying questions and I can pull up these details? You need to lead into it instead of just going right in. Because, in your mind, it might be, let me get this taken care of. I need to get this pulled up. Let me see what happened. Whereas on the homeowner side, they think that you don't really care, understand their situation.
Yeah, they're jumping more into transactional instead of going back, like, how's the homeowner feeling? What can we do to help them? Why are they, de-escalating it before, like, how to move forward? They're just jumping into, like, what happened? How are we going to fix this? Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think a lot of us do that. We have a tendency to jump into problem solve mode, and that's good. We want to problem solve, but we don't realize what we're communicating.
Yeah.
Right? Like on accident, we're communicating that we actually don't. I need to get what I need first, and then I can help you.
Yeah.
Like, let me do my thing. So I really like what Abby said as well, prefacing it with care, with reassurance, that validation heavily, and then let them know this is why I'm asking the questions that I'm going to ask. You kind of rephrase what's going on. That this is the problem. I definitely want to do a deep dive. Let me get some of your information, and then that'll help us look a little deeper.
Right.
About how old is your unit? Or like, when was it? I can't remember what question she was asking, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Taylor's comment. Let's read this one. She called saying she needed help and was turned down. Had to wait. Now she's calling back only to be told more unfortunate news. She should have shown validation and reassured the customer and need a connection. So I totally agree with that. Mm-hmm. And we are about a minute into the call. There's only 48 seconds left, which is, in my opinion, not hopeful. I worry about that.
Oh yeah.
We need 48 seconds to come back from where we're at, but let's see what happens.
She said she faxed it over last night.
All right, hold on.
And then,
is David?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, found it. No problem. Let me check the schedule here real quick. All right, I can have someone there sometime between 11 and 1.
Okay, perfect. Today, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. All right, thank you so much.
That's convenient.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that's convenient. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's probably the thing that saved the phone call is we had availability today. Say there
I
was
got lucky.
Yep. Say there is, first availability was next week. I feel like this would have spiraled.
Yeah, agreed. So tell me from your perspective, just where you guys are at, do you guys get all 4 seasons, right?
Mainly we hit winter hard and summer pretty hard. We have really short summer seasons.
Summer seasons.
Shoulder seasons.
shoulder seasons. Okay. So my question is, how often does your upset customer call you, need you out again, and you guys can get someone out there today? Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, we try to make it happen, but sometimes we can't always do it.
Yeah, so it's not relying on that luck to get someone out today would not work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities in this call, and we got lucky. And I think, the customer is happy that we were able to get him out, but lots of missed opportunities. There's not really any connection. And when you think about what it takes to create long-lasting relationships, right? Stephen R. Covey says you need 3 things: likability, trust, and value. And there's not a whole lot of likability in this call, right? And maybe not even a whole lot of trust, because she doesn't feel really like, hopefully the technician can come up and make up for that and create more trust. But the only thing it seems like we are able to offer in this call, the reason why she was happy by the end is because there was value.
Yeah.
So that's not enough for her to come back to us. We might get lucky again. Hopefully that works out in our favor, but can't really bet on it.
Yeah. And I've seen your guys' show before. I think one thing that always sticks out to me is, I think it was one comment that was actually sent in, but it's just the fact that you can book a call with no principles whatsoever. But what do you get from that?
Right. One shot, and that's it. And you hope with all your might that your technician comes through.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Why leave that in their hands when you can do it?
Totally. I totally agree. Wow, what a cool thing to take away. That's so true.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, we've got a few more minutes, and this call is a few minutes. So let's see what we can get through in this call, and then we can wrap up.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you for calling Mrs. Trevor. How can I help you?
Hey, good morning, Trevor. I am calling to schedule my spring tune-up.
Yeah, I could definitely help you out with that. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
So my name's Jim, and the last name is...
Right, Jim. And does everything seem to be going on current system?
Ooh.
Yeah, so far so good.
So awesome. That's great to hear there. Well, let me take a look here at the calendar. Is there a certain day during the week that works best for you?
Monday or Friday would be best. But usually there's somebody around.
Sure. Let me take a look here and see. I know we're scheduling a couple weeks out here. Just confirming the address I have here as well. I have one correct?
Got it.
Sweet. Awesome. Let me see here on the calendar what we've got coming up here. If you don't mind, let me put you on a brief hold. I just want to confirm that we've got some of these dates available for you, all right?
Perfect.
Ooh, let's pause it. We're a minute and 10 seconds into the call. How are you guys feeling about it?
Good. I feel pretty good with that one. I'd call him back.
Yeah. I really, really like this call. Yeah, we got the comment section too. Everyone's really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Mandy has commented. Taylor has commented. I'm loving it. It sounds really good. So I love this call too, because this is a really, really common call, and it's just called in for maintenance. Seemingly simple, very simple, actually. Factually, it is simple. Though a lot of times it's hard for people to make the connection of how principles apply to a call like this. So one thing I really loved is I love that the customer, or that the CSR, asked if everything was working okay. That's a really important question. I really liked the immediate reassurance. Like, oh yeah, I can help you with that. Like right away. Tone is great. I'm liking it a lot. Oh, and also the ask principle. He asks, uses LinkedIn. Business at? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the second thing that he asked for is, absolutely, you get that assurance. I can help you with that. Can I have who am I speaking with?
Yes. I love that too. Like, who am I speaking with? And now he can use his name throughout the whole call. He gets that early on. Oh, I agree. That was really good. Let's read what does Mandy's comment says. She says, and if they aren't members, we've already got them. Mentality is what she's saying. Can get in the way of rolling out the red carpet for them. Totally.
Yeah.
I'm so glad this CSR didn't give into that temptation. I agree. He's definitely given it his all. Why is it important to, in your opinion, why do you guys feel like it's important to apply the principles to customers that have used us for years?
I think it's what brings them back to us. It's not just because we're on the maintenance plan with AccuAir. I guess I'll give them a call. It's most of our customers are happy to call us. And it's like, oh, hey, Jim, how's it going? I haven't talked to you. How's the family? How's the dog? You can connect with them right away. And they get a more personal connection. And we get that over the phone. And, the customers are thankful that we basically know them.
Totally. I totally agree with that. Well, I think that's what we've got time for today. Do you guys want to add any last thoughts before you wrap up?
I think just if you hear, my hardest thing was realizing that these principles matter the most. And so especially whenever it's like you get those unknown angry customers, the ones without the tone, it's using these principles. No one likes dealing with an angry customer. And so the more you use these principles, the less angry customers you have to deal with. So it makes your life simpler. It makes your customers happy. It's just a win-win for everyone.
Oh my gosh. That is the best place to end that. That was fantastic. Very well said. Very well said. All right, ladies. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for visiting us and for hopping into the chat as well. Anyone that was joining. And we'll see you next week.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.